Members, this is the end to a work product of over a year plus. We all recall the incredible report that we received from Dr. Lucy Jones talking to us about the dangers of earthquakes, the impact on our housing and quality of life. Perhaps the greatest threat to affordable housing would be an earthquake today because it would leave tens of thousands of Angelenos without a place to stay. And as a result of that, we filled the void of leadership and stepped forward to ensure that we have the largest city with a retrofit ordinance moving forward to protect all Angelenos. This applies to all pre-1978 wood frame soft story buildings, and this lays out a program for which they can implement the requirements to make sure that every building is retrofitted in the city of Los Angeles. There's a 7-year limit for them to get the work done. It lays out the program for which it will happen. Of course, as we heard yesterday, it's always a question of cost. Who will pay for this? And unlike San Francisco, we made a commitment to make sure that the tenants, the renters of this city, would not bear the whole burden. In fact, I recall specifically walking into the meeting room, a room filled with incredible tension and stress and anger because a rumor had spread that the tenants were going to have to bear the whole burden. And we made it very clear at that moment, assured all that that would not be the case. And so after months of work, meetings, negotiations, collaboration, I want to thank HCID, I want to thank the tenants, I want to thank the Coalition for Economic Survival, and I want to thank Aguilar, the apartment association, because they've come to a settlement in which every single person has agreed. There is a 50-50 agreement. The costs will be shared, and there's a cap, and those costs will not exceed $38. And so we've assured everyone that there'll be shared commitment to this program. We did all that we could last year to make sure that resources were available. Financing is available through the PACE program. We have half a dozen financial institutions prepared to step forward and assist building owners with the resources to accomplish this. And so finally, thank you, City Attorney. We are at the point now that we are ready to move this forward. I'd like to move this forward now. We have public comment from...
No, public comment has been satisfied on both items, Mr. Cedillo.
You know, we were asking the CES, one of the partners to this, was we were asking for them to speak on this matter. If we could give them a
Are they here?
Alan.
Here he is.
Is this CES?
Yeah.
Carlos Aguilar.
Yes. Carlos Aguilar, Coalition for Economic Survival. This is a compromise worked out by tenant and landlord groups and the Housing Department working with Council Member Cedillo's office. Frankly, we don't like the idea of tenants who already can't afford their rents to pay $1 more. But without this action, tenants faced paying 100% of landlords' seismic costs and a $75 a month rent increase. A 50-50 cost split with a $38 cap is far better than that. Landlords will still come out ahead with cost recovery upon vacancies, tax write-offs, and property value increases. But tenants will substantially get less of an increase and hopefully a safer home. Thus, we urge approval of this proposal. But we also urge other funding still be sought to help offset landlord costs, thus lowering the pass-through to tenants. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes That concludes cards on both items 29 and 30. Mr. Cedillo, do you want to close?
Yes, members, I ask you to honor the incredible compromise that was put together by all the interested parties. They've worked hard. This represents something that is unique in the experiences here. All parties with contrary views coming together to reach a consensus and to reach an agreement. We should honor that by voting yes and moving this matter forthwith. Ask for an
Thank you, Mr. Cedillo. Let's open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
Okay, both items pass. Let's move on to
Forthwith.
forthwith for Mr. Cedillo.